Continuing again with pattern picks from the Golden Age. And speaking of golden, look at these golden swirls in this group here. Believed to be from around 1950. Yet at the same time, it contains a D'Andrea number 2 shape right there. Now, while I'm confident they're D'Andrea made, it's entirely possible also that some other manufacturer copied the D'Andrea shapes in the Chicago area. We know there was manufacturers that copied some of them, but not all of them. These are some interesting, almost leather in effect. If you look at that pattern in there, leather-like. There's no paint, inks, or dyes involved in creating these. That's all celluloid. Camera's doing a little better job of focusing. Here's a deceptive group because it's a really old group, but a very similar group shows up later on in the 60s, early 70s, but not the same thing. Here's a red pair right here. Another similar gold color, but not quite as the same as the other one we've seen. It's a brighter gold, not as deep as the other one. Still interesting. And here's a copper group right here. Look at that. Some fuchsia colored picks. Isn't that amazing? Pink. Go back to that D'Andrea 339 right there. Yeah. Let's move over to this board now. There's some interesting orange-like mother of pearl. Wow, look at that. Pink in effect. Lots of different swirls. D'Andrea group. This group is unknown. Rounded triangle picks, assorted singles, meaning they have no pair. Same with this banjo group here. No pairings for them. Look at these mandolin picks, and that one in the center, perhaps the oldest of the group, unbeveled, in a very, very unusual shape. Some gold variations. And here's a few shapes in here going back to the 1920s. That shape there, right there, would eventually become a 362 in the 1940s D'Andrea catalog. Those are all D'Andrea. Moving over to here, we have some more marble type picks. 2 banjo picks, guitar pick. There's a one-of-a-kind right there. I've never seen that celluloid again. Same with that one, never saw it again. I've seen similar celluloids to those. Now we're going to go up to some interesting groups up here. These are most all D'Andrea, and I'll let you know when they're not. Some silver stripes. Some party picks. The one on the left has corrugation in it, if you could see it. Look at that pair there. Those two. Now, here's a really interesting group. This is the pantyhose group, thought to be made from a woman's pantyhose from the 1940s. They are laminated, extremely rare. There's probably 10 of them in existence, all different. But that's it, just 10. Here's a very similar group, but they're party picks, laminated just like the others, believed to be made by the same manufacturer as those. So if you see these, you're going to want to grab them because they're very rare. Some nice shades of blue there in that group. One on the left is from 1920s catalog, D'Andrea. Well, these are pink, not part of the pattern group, but I've thrown them in here anyway because they have so many picks in shape that are similar to the ones we've seen. And lastly, we're going to go down here. I've reserved this group. And they're a special group because in the 1870s, there was a material called pyroxylin. I may be missaying it, but it was pyroxylin, similar to celluloid, that was used to make a material called coralline. Obviously it was called coralline because what they were attempting to imitate was coral in color. All these picks appear to be of coral in nature. None of them are beveled, which tells me they're really old. And these picks could potentially go back pre-1900. Unfortunately, we don't have any in-color catalogs from that era. However, there's something to be investigated further, considered, and I'm hoping some future plectrologists will investigate them. I'm going to do a wide-angled pan here on all these, so you could just compare them. Move over to this group that we started with. So many questions about these picks. Wow, how nice. There you have it, and that finishes up for our Golden Age pattern picks. I hope you've enjoyed them, and we're going to pick it up soon on post-Golden Age pattern picks. Thanks.